Pro Football Focus released their offseason power rankings. Skip's Cowboys and the Eagles are neck and neck with Dallas at 12 and Philly at 13. PFF called the Cowboys offseason, quote, curious, while the Eagles offseason was one of the best of any franchise. All right, Shannon, before we let Skip jump in on this, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a threat do you think the Eagles really are to the Cowboys this upcoming season?
A 2.
A 2?
Yeah, and I keep trying to figure out how in the hell they keep rising and falling in power rankings and ain't nobody played no games, ain't nobody got no more players, ain't nobody been added to the roster. But I know what you're trying to do, Skip Bayless.
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
you are. You want me to come out here and say, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Skip Bayless want me to do. He want me to come out here and says, there are 8 as a threat to the Dallas Cowboys. And when the Dallas Cowboy waltzes through this division again, the Hall of Famer told me, he just told me this. Did you not say this, Hall of Famer? You are in the Hall of Fame last I checked. I don't know how much longer you're going to be.
You get disqualified.
Yeah, exactly. Skip, it's a 2 because Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in this division. You keep telling
me he's below average.
So
he's
what?
Middle of the pack.
So what does that tell you about the rest of the quarterbacks in the division? If Dak Prescott is the best, you have to offer him.
You just told me Jalen Hurts surely is top 3 players on the Eagles, right? You just told me that.
He's on the Eagles.
Okay.
He's on the Eagles. What they got to do with that?
Well, the first line of Pro Football Focus's little capsule here says, I'm not sure any franchise had a better offseason than the Eagles when all is considered. Well, okay. That's who they are now.
That's who the Eagles are. What they got to do with the Cowboys? The Cowboys still got a better quarterback.
First line of Pro Football Focus capsule about my Cowboys says Dallas had a curious offseason where every problem it faced seemingly caught the franchise by surprise. See Randy Gregory, who's now your Bronco.
But Jerry Jones told you he didn't want Randy Gregory. He told you he didn't want Amari Cooper because CeeDee Lamb is an upgrade. So everybody that they lost, they wanted to lose. That's what Jerry said. So am I supposed to believe Pro Football Focus or Jerry Jones, who's telling me every guy that's not here, I didn't want them to be here? Remember Randy Gregory? It was El Paso. Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb's going to have better production on and off the field.
Yep.
So I'm confused.
It was El Paso because of some weird contract, what do you call it? Clause.
Yeah.
That has never been enforced one time in Cowboy history under Jerry Jones.
Right.
And so you're saying El Paso because I'm going to include that in it?
Right. Well, Jerry,
what are you talking about?
Jerry could have easily taken it out, and Randy Gregory would have been there. But he didn't take it out, and he says, I wasn't taking it out because, and plus, I want the guys that we can count on that is just going to be on the field. That's what Jerry said. If it's a lie Jerry told, I'm just repeating what he said.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10 threat right now, I'm just being completely honest. I have no hidden agenda here.
You do.
I don't have any machinations going on. This is not Machiavellian. I'm just telling you flat out, they're a 10. That's what they are. They're a 10 threat because they are now officially a little bit better than my team.
How?
I give credit where credit is due. And you don't want to hear that because you know I'm right about this, and I'm not trying to set the Cowboys up to look like
you are.
Big bad Dallas Cowboys winning the division again against some credible competition. The Eagles are extremely credible. They made the playoffs last year. They got thrown to the GOAT, and he fed on them out in the pasture.
Yeah,
in
2
Tampa.
teams. That's how bad the division. That's how bad it was. Both of y'all made the division, and both of you got mollywopped.
We did get mollywopped. All I know is that Pro Football Focus is down on the Cowboys because they're down. They're sinking into the sunset as we speak. And the final line in the capsule is, overall, this team likely spun its wheels in the mud this offseason while other teams improved. But they're still a good team overall, are the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you.
They're still what they used to be, which
ain't much.
Which got blown off its home field by the San Francisco 49ers.
But let me ask you a question. At the end of the day, you keep telling me it's about quarterbacks. You say you have the best quarterback in the division.
I don't say that. I love Jalen Hurts. I fear Jalen Hurts. The reason I go to 10 is because of Jalen Hurts.
So Jalen Hurts better than Dak?
Right now, he's performing better. I can't do it in a bubble. I can't do it in a
He can
vacuum.
run better than Dak. That's all he can do better than Dak is run. Stop it. He doesn't throw the football. He doesn't play the position better than Dak Prescott. I'm no Dak Prescott fan, but I'm not finna just let you up, just desecrate this man's name in the quarterback position. Yeah, talk about Jalen Hurts is better at that position than he is.
Jalen Hurts is a flat-out playmaker. He's a leader. He's a winner. He's a baller. He's a competitor. He's a weight room warrior. You know all the above. It's all intangibles. I keep telling you, he's a better Tebow. He's a little better thrower than Tebow, but he's not a great thrower.
How do we know that Dak Prescott is not a weight room warrior just because he doesn't post it?
Does he look like it?
Yeah, he look like it.
He does.
Like he does a lot of squatting.
Okay, I'll give you that. He's got a big, sturdy base on him.
Yes.
I will give you that. I just haven't seen him perform up to the $75 million level. And all of a sudden, his running back, who will get to play a whole lot of snaps next year because the man sitting on high, Jerry Jones, will say, I'm paying him the most of any running back in this league. He will play. Help me out. Better stable of running backs, Eagles or Cowboys? I got to start going Eagles. I'm leaning Eagles.
Skip, I mean, there are aspects of the Eagles that I like better than the Cowboys. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to who plays the position better of quarterback. And I believe Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. I haven't seen the consistency of Jalen Hurts throwing the football consistently and accurately enough to say, you know what, he's overtaken and they're the team to beat in this division.
You know how much I love me some CeeDee Lamb. But A.J. Brown is a little better. He has proven to be a little better than CeeDee has so far. I think CeeDee has the potential to be better than A.J., but that's a big mouthful for me because A.J. is a difference maker.
Well,
A.J. put Ryan Tannehill on the map in Tennessee. He will help put a close friend of his in Jalen Hurts on the map with Devontae as the perfect number two. They're low with Goddard. They're just better at receiver than my team is at receiver. I got CD or bust. I got Michael Gallup trying to come back.
You got the guy that's coming from South Alabama coming to change the culture.
Jalen told me.
So you good.
I'm going to help change the culture.
So you good.
What do you know about the culture from South Alabama and going to Dallas, Texas? I don't know. It's like, what do I got? I got James Washington. He used to be pretty good at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I kind of liked him, and he just fizzled and failed.
J-Dub, he just fizzled out it.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do? He's now my number two. Really? Against A.J. and Devontae and Dallas Goedert?
But you got Micah from heaven, 11 from heaven.
I do.
And you got
and I got Micah
J-Law, and you got D-Law.
Yeah.
And you got Diggs.
D-Law cut his dreads. He cut them off.
He did. I saw that.
He went tight. He looked like Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Right?
I saw that.
Okay.
So, y'all good.
And he said it makes him sleeker and faster. Well, I hope so. I hope he can get to the quarterback now.
Okay.
Because you lost a bunch of weight up around your skull, right?
I don't think that's good.
I don't think so either.
That's going to be one of the reasons he get to the quarterback.
All right. I just detailed for you. And then remember what they added on defense. I mean, they got Hassan Reddick, who I've always loved coming off the edge. He's serious business. And Jordan Davis, we both loved him. And they got him, and then they flat out stole Nakobe Dean, right?
Yep.
They just stole him.
Yep.
And they added James Bradbury. You like James Bradbury. Yeah. I know he wasn't what he used to be last year.
Well, hopefully he can recoup some of that because he was terrible.
Okay, but Pro Football Focus lauds this as a really shrewd signing. Okay? Well, I'm just showing you the facts. I'm spitting facts across the table. Philly has risen slightly above Dallas.
Cowboys win the division.
Well, you better be right. The Hall of Famer better re-justify his credentials with that pick.
I'm in the hall for playing, not for making
Roseman's
picks.
been talking up Jalen Hurts an awful lot. We will find out come this NFL season. All right, prediction time, guys. Was Ndamukong Suh's time with the Tampa Bay Bucks enough to get him into the Hall of Fame?
Good
That's
question.
coming up next.